Hello and welcome. This is Lisa Peterson with Come On Let's Sing. Today's video is being sponsored by the CHIP program through Washington County in Oregon. And I would like to thank them for putting on this series with me. And today we're going to be talking about music, caregiving, and the brain. This is one of the videos in a 12 video series. So check out the other 11 videos. We have lots of great information for you, practical tips and tools for you to use as a caregiver. All right, let's see what's happening. In case you haven't watched the other videos, I am a music therapist and I've been doing music therapy work with people with dementia and their caregivers for 30 years. And I've started to talk about it, all the things that I've seen in my practice and all the things that I've been researching. So there's more and more research that shows the efficacy and the strength and the power of using music when caregivers are using their voices. And you don't need any special music training to be able to do this. I am here to encourage you and to empower you and to let you know you already have what you need inside of you. I am here just as a encourager and as a supporter to bring to mind those things that we already know as humans. We use music in ways that we're not even aware of sometimes. So I'm bringing some awareness to how we're using music and how to use it with more consciousness, awareness, and intention on a daily basis to help your day and the person that you care for's day go a little bit better or a lot of bit better. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. So let's explore how the power of music can bring joy and happiness to both caregiver and care receivers. So we're going to talk a little bit about the brain and how that translates to you having a better time, you being able to overcome challenges and transform those moments that used to be challenge areas into moments of more connection, more joy, more meaning, and more ease. Would that be nice? In the last video I made, I had you start to identify what are some of the challenge areas for you as a caregiver. What are some of the areas that you really wish could be more fun, could be just more connecting, could feel less like work and more like life and more collaborative with the person you care for. And so I'm here to tell you that people are using music. We're seeing more and more how it's affecting positively both people and the relationship. So the science behind music engagement. There are chemicals in our brain that are released when we use music, when we sing, when we do all those things in the musicking category. And I'm going to explain a little bit about that. So music engagement releases dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, and all these chemicals help us to feel an enhanced mood, to feel a little happier, smile more, feel like we can handle anything, and decrease some of our anxiety, and really help us connect with the person that we're caring for on a deeper level, on a more meaningful level. So musicking. So music engagement. How do you musically engage with somebody? So I am 100%, 99% sure that you have engaged with somebody with music in your lifetime at some point. So we're going to conjure up those images, conjure up what you enjoyed about it, what role, what part did you play, and how can you recreate those sorts of moments of engagement with the person you care for. Do you have a history of singing, either with other people in a choir, by yourself, to the radio? Do you write your own songs, or do you listen to the radio? Do you sing in the car? Do you sing in the shower? Are there any places where you use your voice musically that you can think of right now? I'm going to pause and let you think. Did you come up with one? I want you to come up with one, at least one, maybe three, that either a memory of or something you're doing currently or even today How do you use your voice musically? Do you sing? Do you hum? Do you have a lot of inflection and excitement and variation in your voice when you're speaking? So, thank you for thinking of at least one. If you can think of more, that's even better. So, think about how you use your voice musically and how you can incorporate that into your daily caregiving routines. So, music engagement, the most effective music engagement that I've read about so far is when we use our own voices, either along with recordings or on their own. So, if the one way that you use your voice musically is not through singing or humming, um, I want you to consider singing or humming during caregiving and see what kind of feelings come up when you think about that. And take a deep breath, and I'm going to have us hum on one note. A note, say take a deep breath and then hum again. I think that was about 10 seconds or so. Notice if you felt like a decrease in any sort of anxiety that you just had about singing or humming. So even if you just hum like that for 10 or 20 seconds when you're having a challenging moment in your caregiving, that just small little piece I think can help. And don't take my word for it or the research. Again, I want you to try it yourself. So the next time you're having a moment or a challenge moment or you're anticipating, I want you to say, what's my note? Note. And just let that singing, let that, when you sing or hum, you're tonifying, you're engaging, stimulating your vagus nerve, which helps you to reconnect with your relaxation response and be able to handle stress better. So that's just a little bit of dabbling. Into the brain. Okay, here's a little bit more information. Okay, the magic of singing, it's better than a pill. So I've talked to some of the researchers behind the research out there saying that music and singing while caregiving can really help the relationship and the mental, physical well-being of both people. She said, one of the women, Eva Gotel, I think she's in Sweden. She said if everybody could see the results of her research, everybody would be singing while caregiving because it was such a stark positive change between no singing and singing. So this is what's happening. This is some of the reasoning. This is some of the reason that it works. So when you're singing in your brain, you start releasing dopamine, which is this chemical that rewards you. It's like a feel good. It's like, life is good. I feel pleasure. I feel joy. Um, that's a good thing. If you're experiencing pleasure and joy with somebody, then you want to be closer to them. You want to spend time with them. You trust them more. You got endorphins being released. These are your natural painkillers. Now, I have a story of a woman who was having a lot of pain when I went to see her. She didn't think she could enjoy music that day, but her son was there, and he just asked politely and nicely and said, "Can we sing one song for you?" And she agreed, and there was enough of the dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin, serotonin being released in her body that she was able to trust. She was able to, it was able to help with her pain. So we relaxed her after one song enough that she didn't feel the pain. She relaxed enough that she was falling asleep actually. And then when she woke up after that song, she forgot she had the pain. She was very happy we were there. She felt bonded to us. I could tell by her smiling, by her gratitude, her nodding her head, and starting to hum along to some of our songs. So this was a really quick example of how endorphins start to kick in. She wasn't even singing at first. She was just receiving the singing um, in the room, and it was able to help with her pain. And increase feelings of happiness and euphoria, decreasing stress. And then if you do feel stress, you can respond to stress in a more positive way. So, give an example of, oftentimes I hear that bathing and showering is can be a stressful time for both caregiver and care receiver. So, if you're in the shower bathing somebody and they feel stress or you feel stress, but you're singing and you're releasing these endorphins, now all of a sudden when they feel stressed, they're going to maybe tell you or grimace or I don't know, just be a little grumpy. That'll be more positive than how they were handling stress before the singing, before the release of endorphins. Maybe they were punching, maybe they were kicking, maybe they were biting or screaming. And so there's a big difference between um, being with somebody singing and just feeling uncomfortable and maybe being a little bit grouchy versus punching, kicking, hitting, screaming. So if you can help somebody release their own natural endorphins to decrease their pain, decrease some of their stress, help them handle their stress better, then you're going to have a better time. And you're going to handle your stress better if they're stressed and you're stressed. And um, yeah. So oxytocin. This is the love hormone. So if you're singing or receiving singing or humming or musicking in some way, then this love hormone gets released. So you feel this fondness, this admiration, adoration. You get these feelings of connection and wanting to be close to somebody. It enhances a feeling of connection and bonding and trust. And all these are important when you are in a caregiving relationship, whether you're the receiver or the giver. And it's actually more beneficial if it feels more of a collaboration and reciprocal. So, oxytocin really helps that relationship become more reciprocal and connected and bonded. So, and serotonin, when you're singing, you're releasing serotonin again. It helps to stabilize your mood. So, if you are dealing with depression yourself or depressed mood or the person you're working with, it really helps to stabilize that and lift the mood. You might notice, I notice, the research notices that when people are singing together, there's more smiling, there's more eye contact, there's more positive facial expression and more engagement with people's own bodies. So if somebody's engaging with their body more and they're aware of it and they're moving, they can collaborate with you and help you with those physical tasks of being a caregiver. So it lightens the load emotionally and physically when you're singing together. And that's good news. So I want you to try it. Um, what I'm going to do today is in all these videos, I try, I think, at least to sing one song to give you some practical ways to start incorporating music, to give you a song idea that you might be familiar with. So, the benefits of music engagement for the care receivers, it helps to release, to reduce some of the stress, to help you relax, to help the communication get better. So, and it helps with burnout. Have you ever felt burnt out? Like, I can't do this one more day. I can't do it. Always ask for help. I was going to say I need help, and that's a good thing. So, ask for help when you need it. And music, in addition to the human helpers, using your voice for singing, for musicking, can be an instant helper right on the spot. You're like, I need help right now. You just help start releasing those chemicals in your brain. It'll help you start problem solving. Maybe something will come to you that hasn't before. You can handle those stressors a little bit better. You can feel more connected to the person you're with. All these are really important for both caregiver and care receiver. So it can help reduce burnout. Reduce stress, improve communication. So communication, I haven't spoken about this in this video, in the other videos I have. When you are in a musical relationship with somebody, through something as simple as just humming. I'm just humming random notes that feel good to me. And when you're doing that, then you're building a musical bridge between the two of you, which allows for better communication. So the person with dementia's brain is working better. Singing, engagement in music is one of the only ways that we can engage the whole brain. And so if their whole brain is engaged, they are able to access procedural memories better. Procedural memories are those memories of what you learned as a young child. You learned to wash your face, brush your teeth, feed yourself, all these things. You have more access to those memories when you are in a musical relationship with somebody because your brain is being activated. And it's going to benefit both of you if they can access more of those procedural memories so they can remember how to do things and collaborate with you. And that's what the research corroborates, that somehow, um, magically, with the whole brain being engaged, these chemicals being released, access to more parts of the brain, people with dementia are able to understand the directions without you speaking them. So if someone's in the bathroom, they understand how to brush their teeth better when you are singing. If you're not singing and you're trying to tell them brush their teeth and they're not getting it and they're getting agitated and confused, um, stop giving verbal directions because they can't process it. Start singing, and then their brain will be connected. They will understand more cues because it'll tap into those old memories of how to brush their teeth. So try it and see how it goes. All right. And share with us. We love to hear the stories. So, tips for music engagement: use music that resonates with the caregiver. It could be a song. Like I said, it could be just some notes that you are humming because you are so stressed you can't think of a song. Incorporate movement or dance if possible. So, responding to each other's body and trying to sync up and create a dance, either through musical stimulation, like a recording or you singing, or through just your natural body movements. Use music to create motivation for activity or calming and relaxation. So, these are some areas to be thinking about during your day. Okay, here we go. Let's do some music. So I'll stop talking. We'll create a bridge between our brains right now through some singing. So we have this song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. So a lot of these songs I'm sharing with you are from my collection. I've put together 101 timeless songs for the express purpose of finding songs that caregivers and care receivers across multiple generations would have shared familiarity with. So this song, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, has familiarity across generations. It's part of the fabric, the cultural fabric of our life here in the United States. It is sung in churches. It is sung by, look at all these renditions. We have Reba McEntire, so country artists would be familiar with this song. Bing Crosby, Stevie Wonder, Etta James, Stevie Wonder. Did I say that already? Yes. Oak Ridge Boys, Crystal Gayle, Loretta Lynn. So across multiple generations of singers, you may have been exposed to this song. It's also in movies and radio and TV. So there's also fun facts with each of these songs. Wow, it was written in Oklahoma. Yeah, so you might want to reminisce with these songs. That's part of musicking. So getting into a musical relationship in the present moment with the person you care for can help engage both of your brains and release some of these chemicals that we really need to feel bonded and trust. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing the chorus in the first verse, and then we're gonna hum, And then we're going to do some musicking, communicative musicality with each other. So here we go. So you guys can sing with me. Again, this, you're not up on stage. You're not singing for an audience. You are singing. See it as a tool in your toolbox for reducing stress, building connection and trust and communication with the person you're caring for. So it's a built-in skill that you have to use your voice to connect you with the person you care for in a safe way. So here we go. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. All right, very nice. Let's sing the first verse. I looked over Jordan. What did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me. Coming for to carry me home. Very nice. So I want you to start noticing your breathing. So I notice I'm breathing after each phrase. I'm taking a deep breath and I'm getting oxygen to my brain, to my cells. It's calming me. It's slowing me down, which is good sometimes if I get revved up. And it gets me in my body. I'm noticing my legs, my feet, my breathing. And those are all great things. So how was that for you? Maybe speak out loud. What was your experience? Did you feel comfortable? Did you notice your breathing? What did you notice? What was your experience? I'm listening to all of you. So say it out loud, write it down. What was your experience? So, because these are the things I want you to start incorporating into your caregiving routines to make them go better for all the reasons we talked about. So that's the first verse. Okay, second verse, we are going to hum. We're going to hum it a couple times. Yes. Get your humming, your buzz, buzz, buzz being. So any of you out there who do yoga, there are some yoga traditions of humming to help sleep. So one of the chemicals I didn't speak about is melatonin. When we hum for 5 minutes, they say melatonin starts being released in our brain. That's the chemical that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. So some of you out there might be taking externally pills or drops of melatonin to help you sleep. And this is another avenue that you can help release and have more melatonin in your system to help you to sleep better. So humming has a lot of benefits. It can connect you to the person you're with, help build bonding and trust, decrease anxiety, help you handle stress better, and help release the chemicals that you need to be able to sleep. All right. Hum with me. How was that? I feel my lips buzzing a little bit. It's like a massage on your face. So they say people who hum and sing have more of a bright affect on their face because of it stimulates it stimulates all your cells, all the muscles become a little more enlivened and blood flow increases. It's kind of like you're massaging and stimulating your face. So notice, look in the mirror afterwards, you might see a little more glow. All right, so this next verse, so we're singing, humming, and this is a song. Raise your hand out there if you know this song. Have you heard this song? Can you hum to this song? Do you need an external recording of it to be able to hum? You can find it on YouTube. I have 101 songs collection in a digital form and a print form with all these recordings. You can check out our YouTube page. We have free sing along videos on there if you'd like to sit down and sing with your loved one and notice if you see all these benefits, if you see more smiling, more awareness, more body movement, and assistance when you're working together. So, this second verse, I'm going to have us do a little musicking. So, either with me or the person with you, or in your imagination with the person you're caring for, start to like have a musical connection through your body, through movement, through singing. Are you connected to you and the person with you? And can you do that musically and have a little fun? If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home, tell all my friends that I am coming for to carry me home. Sweet love, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet love, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Ooh, make eye contact. See how you can follow the person you're with. What are they doing? Can you dance with them? With your eyes, your face, your body, your voice. Da, 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 da. Love coming for to carry me home. Very nice job. I sense and I hope that you guys out there, all of you out there, are thinking in new ways. How can I be using music? Start noticing the music, positive music behaviors in yourself and the person you're with. Are they helping you more with their body? Are they smiling more? Are you guys collaborating more? Are you connecting more? Is there more trust there when you're showering? If you're using music, do you need to put music on in the background to hum along with, or do you feel comfortable humming? All these things, they're simple things. I'd like for you to start bringing into your day. Start identifying your challenge areas and then pair it up with a song. Is it shower time? Pair it up with a song. Is this the song, or is You Are My Sunshine the song, or He's Got the Whole World in His Hands? And I like to use these timeless songs, these songs that have familiarity, that are easy to sing, easy to hum. They're kind of in the background of everybody's brain because we've heard them in so many different arenas of our life. When it's familiar, it takes the work out of it. Our brain doesn't have to work as hard if it's familiar. So you want to access easily. You want an easy access to the brain um, through singing. You want to easily access those chemicals. And if you have a familiar song that's enjoyable enough, you can reap all these benefits. So, in conclusion, here, research has shown that when we engage in music making, and that could be listening to it, thinking about it, remembering music activities, humming, singing, dancing, all the things we've been talking about, then these feel good chemicals are released in the brain, which help us to bond with each other, feel more uplifted, relaxed, and handle stressors better. And all those things are great. So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to us at comeonletsing@gmail.com. It would be wonderful to hear from you. And we hope that you have at least one takeaway that you can start incorporating into your caregiving routines, and that you see positive results for yourself and the person you care for and your relationship. Thank you again. This is Lisa Peterson with Come On Let's Sing. Thank you to CHIP, the CHIP program through Washington County in Oregon. Thanks. See you in the next video.